Hi, welcome to the sequel to my first video, except in this video, the topics are going to be different. So I'm also trying something new for audio this time around. I'm using a different microphone setup that my roommate actually had that I'm borrowing.
Shout out Tallboy, love you.
But also it's Halloween, or it's a week from Halloween if I get this video up on time. But it's basically Halloween. At this point in the video, I was going to make a joke about how the scariest thing that's happened to me during Halloween is the fact that I lost my glasses. But as I was doing the setup bit, I found my glasses under the wire, cut to clip.
Yo! I found my glasses!
So, lost comic potential, I guess. So this is possibly my favorite time of year, besides National Celery Month. Obviously. And when it gets to October, I like to watch my favorite scary movies. Like Scream, It, Fred 2, Us, Fred 2, Halloween, Fred 2. Why do I keep saying Fred 2? Shit. So for the few of you out there who don't know who Fred is, allow me to fill you in. Fred was a character on YouTube played by Lucas Cruikshank starting about a year or so after YouTube launched. The character of Fred is basically just him filming himself and speeding up the footage so that his voice is high-pitched and then just yelling about random shit.
Hey, it's Fred! And it's really nice out, so I think I'm gonna go swimming later. Give me a bigger pool, you stupid floaty! Give me a bigger pool!
It's awesome. Basically is what I'm saying. So, naturally, with this kind of content in the mid-2000s, Fred became super popular and actually became the first YouTuber ever to reach 1 million subscribers, which really says a lot about mid-2000s YouTube. But super big TV companies saw the fact that Fred was getting super popular online, and they were like, so we have this young internet star with a chipmunked voice, and we all know the longevity of the internet. Let's invest millions. So basically Nickelodeon came through and gave him 3 movies and a TV show. And an iCarly appearance, actually. I kind of completely forgot. Now, I have tragically seen all 3 Fred movies over the course of my life, but I've fortunately been able to avoid seeing the show until I started doing research for this video.
Which means it's Fred Day, which means it's time for Fred the Show! Right now on Nick!
However, today I'm only going to talk about the second movie, because it's Halloween, god damn it, and that's the only one that's thematically appropriate. Okay, so for the sake of context, we're going to watch a couple of early Fred videos to whet our appetite, I guess.
Scary skeletons and shivers.
So, fun fact, Fred's first video ever was a Halloween video. So, play.
Is this on? I'm Fred, and Mom, I'm not using your camera! And I'm gonna be a wizard for Halloween. We don't have that much money, so she said that I have to wear this witch hat to save a few bucks.
So the thing about this video that I really dislike is that it's like looking in a weird, twisted mirror of me when I was 11. Not necessarily to this capacity, but I used to be super shy on camera and talking about absolute nonsense and shit that didn't matter at all. Just right off the bat, this just unfortunately reminds me of my old YouTube videos. And you will never see my old YouTube videos.
So I'm just sitting here, and she left a few minutes ago, and she told me I can't use her camera. But I'm doing it anyway.
This video fucking sucks. But for mid-2000s, this is prime content to be super, super popular. So next year, he uploaded a video called Fred on Halloween 2, so let's check that out.
Hey, it's Fred, happy Halloween! Well, as you can see, I'm a pirate, because my mom, she told me that she went to the store, and she, didn't steal or anything, because that's bad, obviously. But she's just temporarily buying this pirate costume, it's really cool. He even came with a ring with like a bandana and eye patch and everything. It's really cool. But we have to give it back to the store tomorrow.
So, in this video, it's apparent that Fred has come into his own a lot more. Meaning that he is a lot more annoying. The stuff he says just makes him seem more all over the place, and the video seems a lot more sped up than the one last year. So, it's certified worse. It's definitely, things are getting worse. Now, like I already said, between this and Lucas's next Halloween project, he signed a deal with Nickelodeon to make movies and a TV show. So, his Halloween track record went from YouTube video to TV movie. Also, I would argue that Fred's popularity probably peaked around like 2007, 2008. His first movie came out in 2010. So they were already missing the mark by like 3 years. And by the time the third one came out, 2013, that's like a different world. An entirely different climate that has adjusted to life, mostly without Fred. So basically, there's a 5-year gap in between Fred on Halloween 2 and Fred 2, subtitled Night of the Living Fred. Hey, that's fucking hilarious.
We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood.
Now, as much as I wish I could have a physical copy to flex on you guys, I'm watching this through Amazon Prime, so... Alright, so let's get into it. So the movie opens with Fred talking to the camera in a kind of YouTube-ish way. He's talking about how him and his girlfriend Judy broke up. Hey, I forgot to mention that in the first movie he starts dating his crush at the end, and her name is Judy, so there you go. A little bit of context for you.
Don't go, Fred. I'm sorry, Judy, but I can't be tied down. Here's looking at you, kid.
Ah, yes, Casablanca. Perfectly fitting for an early 2010s Nickelodeon movie with a prime audience that will definitely understand the reference. Good job. So when Fred gets to school the next day, he finds out that the old music teacher is being replaced by this creepy looking dude.
Hello, Ski.
Where's Mrs. Felsen?
Oh, it was her time to move on.
So on his way home, Fred is freaking out because of the new teacher when he notices that someone is following him home. So naturally, he takes shelter in the neighbor's yard where child proceeds to pee in Fred's face. Ooh, that's 1 point for movie. Am I doing points? So Fred notices that the new teacher is moving in next door. So next the movie introduces his friend Bertha, and I'm not going to mess with this clip at all, and you can just enjoy how they chose to edit this.
Why did he have an umbrella in the daytime?
I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be scared. Now would I?
And why are you so scared? He's just a teacher.
My God, what a shit show. The first time I watched this, I legitimately thought something was wrong with like my computer or the website or something, but this is just how it's edited. Look at this shit. Could you imagine anyone dressing like this with their first initial on their hat and a big fucking shirt that says me? So it turns out that there's going to be a big piano recital later, and that the teacher, whose name is Mr. Devlin actually, so I'm going to call him that from here on out, wants everybody to sign up for piano lessons when out of nowhere, this random scene shows up where Fred and Kevin have a piano duel.
No.
Choose your weapon.
Which is like, not funny or anything, but it's at least different and like a little visually interesting, you know? But it turns out Fred is actually bad. Oh, what? You expected a different outcome? You fool. Also, I know I failed to show her so far, but Fred's mom is in this movie and she sucks. But she becomes kind of important to the plot later, so I figured I'd bring her up.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could afford professional help for you. Janet. Hilda.
It's the progressive lady. I didn't know she actually like acted. I thought she just like owned progressive.
What am I gonna do?
And his name is John C.
So John Cena is Fred's pretend daddy. Also, look at all the product placement in this shot alone. V8, Dasani, Sunny D, which, now that I think of it, are all probably owned by the same company, but macroeconomics are scary, so I'm not going to talk about them. So next, him and his mom go to a party at Kevin's house, which doesn't matter at all, except Mr. Devlin and Fred's mom are, I don't know, getting a little flirty, getting a little talking a little bit, you know, talking about maybe going on a date. So basically, Fred is just continuing to get super sus of Devlin, and throughout this part, there are a few more, I don't know, hallucinations? I don't know what to call these scenes. I mean, they're definitely, like, visually the most interesting scenes in the movie, and, like, they're kind of crazy, so there's something, but, like, you know, they're still not funny. But eventually, Fred comes to the conclusion that Mr. Devlin is a vampire, right as he finds out that him and his mom are going on a date. Whoa! Shit. So Fred and Bertha decide to follow them to their date in this bike. Listen, I don't make the rules here. Bertha disguises herself as a waitress so that way she can eavesdrop on their conversation during the date.
There you are. You're late.
What are you talking about?
Put this on and get on the grill.
How old is Fred supposed to be? I mean, here he's being mistaken for an employee, but earlier they were talking about, like, setting up a playdate with Kevin. I don't understand.
I guess I sucked the life out of those kids, huh?
What'd you hear?
Well, I think he said he's gonna suck the out of the kids.
Oh, madre de Dios, are you serious?
So, Fred continued to spy on Teacher, Fred fall out window, when suddenly...
John Cena!
Then John Cena pulls him into an actual WWE wrestling event where they fight with Kevin and Devlin. That kind of rhymed. But I cannot imagine, like, being at this event, like, being in the audience and witnessing what can only be described as sin on stage. Also, I hope you thought those censoring jokes were funny.
He said he was going to suck the out of those kids. Yeah.
Hey, Fred. I'm going to need some of your you too, Bertha.
What makes you think we'd give you any of our Mr. Devlin?
I'm going to get a pint of from each of the kids. Kevin gave a pint this morning.
Yep, and I feel great.
I'll see you guys later when I take your...
Ooh, this one too.
What's happening?
He's taking control of your life. That's what's happening.
John Cena!
I'm so sorry, but editing these clips are so much fun.
You gotta suck his and then you bite his and drink that warm, thick, gooey.
As Fred prepares to take on Mr. Devlin, he finds out more of his friends are taking piano lessons from him, thinking they've all been brainwashed, until he finally confronts him at the recital.
That foul beast!
Fred, what are you doing?
Hey, where's...
Give me the Master Blaster or Talia joins the undead.
Hey guys, so I forgot to really mention her at all when I was initially filming the video, but Talia is the girl who was stalking Fred in the beginning of the movie and is also Kevin's little sister, so there you go, some fun facts.
This is a water gun.
Damn it.
Attaboy, Freddy boy!
Wow, that went really well. Fred actually just made everyone mad because he shoot garlic sauce at them.
He is not a vampire. You are going home and I am taking a nap.
So because Fred was freaking out about him, Mr. Devlin invites Fred to dinner.
Yes, we need to get to know each other better. Bury the hatchet, if you will.
So, naturally, Fred flips the fuck out.
And I'm bringing a secret weapon with me. This.
So Fred decides to live stream his experience inside Devlin's house when he goes over for dinner.
What are you gonna do with all that?
What do you think?
Fred is showing everyone Devlin's creepy meat kitchen, and right when everybody watching his stream thinks he's gonna get killed, he drops his phone into a pot of oil, and the live stream gets cut.
I am done with piano.
What do you mean?
But, of course, right after the stream ends, Fred finds out that Devlin is actually just a good guy, and he's just a little wacky. Who'd have thought? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who could have seen it coming? But the damage is done. Devlin is fired for being a vampire, I guess. And Fred feels bad. So he makes a plan to convince everyone that he's the vampire. And Devlin isn't. It's definitely a weird, stupid plan, but at this point I've learned not to ask questions. So basically they trick Kevin into thinking that Devlin kidnapped his sister. So Kevin assembles the boys. Season 2 now available on Amazon Prime. To go, I don't know, kill Mr. Devlin? I mean, what else would you call this?
Get the heck out of here! Yeah, we don't want weirdos like you around here no more!
But not to worry, it's time to put Fred's prank into action. Basically, they just trick everyone into thinking that Fred is a vampire to the point where they somehow fake his death, even with Kevin actually stabbing directly into him, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but hey, it works. I guess.
Fred?
And with that, all of their problems are somehow solved. How does a prank solve all of their problems and bring their music teacher back? Shut up! So, Devlin has one last date with Fred's mom and leaves. And apparently, everybody just genuinely thinks Fred is a vampire now, so that's something, I guess.
I want to sack your...
Oh, and also Devlin was actually a vampire the whole time, maybe? Well, forget it. Movie's over anyway. Well, that was Fred 2, Night of the Living Fred. A movie that Lucas Cruikshank says he doesn't really remember filming. He says that about a lot of his Fred content, and frankly, I can't really blame him from wanting to separate from that. He seems to be doing his own stuff on YouTube now, so that's neat. But after putting myself through that movie like 4 times in the past 5 days, I can officially say that I have no interest in rewatching this movie. And frankly, I couldn't be more relieved that it's over. I mean, it really is just like a poorly acted, unfunny mess. The story's all over the place, and besides like the weird hallucination scenes, I was bored out of my mind like the entire time. The movie isn't even 90 minutes long, but while I was watching it, I felt like I was sitting in my chair for like 3 hours. Regardless, I won't let this one garbage movie ruin my Halloween experience, and I hope it doesn't ruin yours either. Merry Spooky, my dude skis. Peace.
And now, a word from myself.
Hello. Thank you for watching my video. Sorry it took a while to get this one out and that I couldn't update you guys, but that is why I have officially made a Twitter account. It's at @IonicApple_, same as the YouTube channel, and I will mostly be tweeting cool things like... Okay, so I've only tweeted once, but I will tweet more. I just wanted to make this Twitter account mainly to keep you guys updated on what I'm working on and what videos are coming out and all that. And also, I'm streaming Batman Arkham City on Twitch, so if you're interested in checking that out, click the link in the description, baby. So until next time, bye-bye.